weirdo.
Okay.
Yeah, who
Good
mutes
luck.
Oh, he's
I feel
muted,
bad.
but he's not deafened.
Do you not mute in your headset? Wow. this is
So Wayne, please mute. Actually, like legitimately,
Oh, hold up.
just for the sake of the stream not having additional click clacks.
We already started.
Then do it when either one of you dies. It's one button.
No, do it when you die, because if he dies, he's gonna come down and hit you.
Yeah, it's actually correct. So just homie stock real quick for the stream.
Oh yeah,
you
you
know?
know.
Okay, wait, I didn't mean like actually just lose a stock real quick.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on. Oh no! Oh
Playing
no!
against Slugger, this is just how it goes.
No, he's playing against
This is the way the story goes.
Every stock against Slugger, you start at 70%.
That's a lie. You started
No.
every stock versus mime at like 20.
Alright.
Okay, have a nice mute. Did he do it?
He might have just muted his like mic.
Oh, like
Microphone.
oh, so he
Yeah,
can hear me talk
microphone.
shit too. Oh, that's
yeah,
perfect.
Diggy can too, unless he took his headphones off.
We'll
So
find out
Dick's
sooner or
sort
later.
of been on this kick where he'll just like mindlessly throw the balls out. Like this isn't even me like being mean. This is just actually what he's been doing lately. Just been standing there pressing that short hop neutral B button, like a mongoloid. Like, dude, is that a bad word?
Yes.
Wait, is it a bad word?
No.
Not like a bad word. It's just like a funny.
No, like it's meant to be insulting, but not like bad insulting. You know what I mean?
It's not bad insulting. It's just insulting, but it's not.
Okay, good. All right,
Alright,
so
this is where the game actually starts, because obviously every game against Slugger you have 2 stocks and not 4.
So I actually want to talk about something. Meeks, do you know when? Oh wow. Do you know how much, like, what frame the instant side B comes out? Like when you're doing it from running.
Frame 2.
Frame 2. Yeah, I hate it.
It's either 2 or 3.
Yeah,
You can
it's
check real quick.
it is one of the most stupid things in this game, and I actually hate it, and I want it changed. Because
Well-
like, you shouldn't have a frame 3 burst option that gives you that much movement, and it being from a run is redundant. And like, it feels good,
Yeah,
yes.
It's frame 2.
Yeah, that's not okay. That's faster than every jab in most platform fighters. Like, period.
No, there's a lot of frame 2 jabs, but there's no frame 1 jabs.
What frame 2 jab is there?
Knuckles, Zero Suit Samus.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Did you,
Oh,
did you
sick.
bring
Hell
Knuckles
yeah,
into
dude.
this?
Well, Knuckles is an official character in Project Plus now. So.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, that's actually like a thing.
There's a good amount of frame 2 jabs. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, because I don't study frame data in any other game but this one.
And it is. Well, I know Icons didn't have anything that was faster than frame 3.
Well, yeah, but Icons, you couldn't tell what the frames were in that game, because they had terrible training modes.
Yeah, it's true. But
So you had to like make a recording and then go through it frame by frame and hope that there's no loss.
Ooh, nice timing.
what a brain dead option select from Diggy. Diggy actually does that a lot when artists do air dash forward up air. So does Lubu. And I don't think Lubu's ever hit me with it, or not Lubu, Mime. And Mime hit me with it like once, and then I just started doing air dash up air, and he'll do the thing and land into the up air because he's a dummy.
He's dumb.
Uh-huh.
It's that coach.
That's disappointing.
So we're going to Flat Earth, but Diggy's not going to play artist because he knows that, you know, the Earth isn't actually flat. It's not on that discus shape. It's not a donut. When you go in the circle, you don't just go in a little circle.
I don't like you that much.
But me? I don't like me either. I don't blame you.
What a way to bring this to the table.
So, but yeah, Diggy. I don't even know what to say about Diggy, man.
He's a homie. That's it.
Diggy, one of the 2 top 5 players from the West Coast.
Because he's the only. No, not the only. Isn't
Isn't he like one of 3 in top 10 as well? Because like when you go further down top 10, it's mostly East Coast and then like one random EU guy. Is how my
Well, like the problem with doing top 10 is that there's only like 10 active players, so it's just everyone that plays the game is top 10.
It's literally.
There are other EU players. Like they exist.
Yeah, Longsock is one of them, but he's not.
I haven't seen Long Socks in a while.
I think I played them once, and I likely made them quit.
No, he's been around.
No, Long Socks is a homie.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
that's cool. We love the homies out here.
Me and Diggy would fuck him up, and then he would come back asking for more.
I mean,
Hey, whoa.
Everybody needs to learn to lose.
I missed when Maddie was here. She was sick.
Yeah, what happened to her?
I think she stopped playing, waiting for like another character. I think, and she never really came back. But like, she's not out of the Discord or nothing. She was real good. It's a shame because like
It's
she was
okay.
on a super good trajectory. No, she was pretty solid. Like she was getting there. She was
Yeah,
on a
I-
super trajectory, and she just kind of stopped playing.
Maybe something in life that could happen.
Maybe, yeah. Like she's high school friends with Ryan and Brandon.
Oh,
There you go.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I think I brought it up when she was active because I was like, "Yo, she's like, yeah, I'm like 3 or 4 stogging this person almost every time we play, but she's so good."
I need to learn. But right now, I'm kind of trying to learn another game. I'm trying to learn Religions.
How will you learn this game? That's
Like
not
in-
even like me trying to insult you. Just
Like
learn
in-
this game.
You're getting beat and ask questions. How am I getting beat? That's what you do. If you want to know how you can get better, watch Corey Gaming's newest video. It literally explains that. And yes, he literally posted that yesterday.
What, Corey Gaming did a thing?
Did a video.
Wait, did somebody in chat ask how to get better?
I mean, I'm asking how to get better because obviously
Oh.
I need to get better.
How do you get better at this game or in general?
In all, like the video talks overall, but I'm talking about this game. For me, it would be like just play, let's say, against you. Against me.
It's literally play, but you can't just autopilot when you play. You
No,
have to
No, you can
actually pick it
autopilot.
up.
It's just a
No.
matter of no. You can autopilot. but
If you're
there's a-
actively trying to get better, you shouldn't be autopiloting.
No, it's trying to think what you can do. What's my
It's a
option?
matter like you can autopilot, and here's why. It's kind of like it goes into kind of what PPMD did, where you actively look back and like from previous footage, like whether it be friendly sessions and whatever, see where your autopilot is bad and where it's good,
Absolutely.
and just kind of reconfigure it. Let your brain work on solutions at night. Take time out of your day, like 10-15 minutes, just to like think. Oh, maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. Try that out in friendlies. Use friendlies as a place to experiment with any concepts that you have for a character, assuming that
asking questions, asking also questions to like your opponent, like what can you do better, what do you do wrong, is actually also really good.
Well, asking the right opponents, because
Yeah.
obviously not everybody's going to be like, oh,
You have to ask yourself questions, like smart question, not just like, oh, I got hit, that was bad. It's
Yeah.
why did you get hit, and like
Yeah,
what did you
exactly.
do that put yourself in that position to
You have
get
to
hit?
look at the big picture, not just the small little frame of what just happened.
Oh, you said big picture. I heard something else.
I said big picture.
Okay, yeah.
And like for this game in particular, it's definitely just like big thing is movement. Honestly,
Yeah.
Like,
You know your resources, the limit of your resources, and all that, because that's mainly what your combos are gonna come from. So
it's
It's
definitely a
just-
very subtle resource management type thing with every character and whatnot. Just kind of
absolutely.
that and just the movement, because there's so much more that you can do with it than like on the base than in melee, that you have to be super aware, because it applies both ways. Air dash is like a supernatural extension of neutral, punish, recovery, just like almost every single aspect of platform fighters, in the way that it's implemented in this game in particular, not in the way an actionable air dodge is implemented in other games, games plural. So, one, being cognizant of what your opponent can do at any given time is a little more important in terms of the angles at which they can approach you and how you can cover that. And similarly, what your options are at any given time, because you have so many. It can definitely be a little overwhelming. So that's why like a player like Mime is really efficient, because they don't really do too much. They keep it simple. And that's a good thing. Like not allowing yourself to be
Absolutely.
like overproductive, I guess would be the way of putting it, where you're
Well,
trying to
right.
do too much for too little,
Yeah,
where mine
yeah.
just kind of hits the right amount,
Gotcha. Why try the hard stuff when the easy stuff works really well?
Well, not even that if the easy stuff works well, but it's a matter of like
If you're doing too much, you're not gonna be like. I don't know, it's hard to like say properly, but
you give yourself a higher margin for error for starters by
Yeah.
doing
There it is.
and like. Did you say thanks?
No, I said there it is. Like,
But like
that
you're
one.
giving yourself a higher margin for error, and you kind of you pigeonhole a little bit because you're thinking, okay, I have this for this scenario, I have this specific thing for this specific scenario, and you kind of like allow yourself to get into a point where you're over processing, rather than just like, okay, I have this that kind of covers this scenario, this scenario, this scenario, and whatnot.
Absolutely.
And I say it this way because I do the other thing where like I over process because that's just kind of how my brain has to work for this game. Like I don't know how to explain that, but
I think if you just like start overthinking a lot when it comes to everything. You
I
know?
mean, eventually you need to get there where you're getting a little more divergent with your decision trees, but just learning the game, you definitely just want to keep it a little more simple. You know, learn how to use your character effectively. You know, find your 3 moves. You know, Alpha, find your standing slash. You know.
Find your standing slash. Absolutely, that's a good quote.
Like actually, just find your standing slash. You know, just find your thing that works neutral, and where can you do it in multiple ways. And if you can't, what are your 3 things? You know, Alpha doesn't just have standing slash. She has that. She has raw bridle. She has a grab red Roman cancel to do conversions, and she has raw whatever the fuck raw grenade as well, which can kind of do things. You know, but in terms that you might follow.
The main thing is mobility. When it comes to platform fighting games, is mostly for me is the mobility. Like the way.
Well, like, it's not necessarily you always need mobility because there are characters in platform fighters that are inherently like less mobile than others.
Well, I don't mean the way like I don't mean like a mobility like that. I mean like understanding the jumps, the resource of the jumps, understanding like the stages, fast fall, wave dashing, all that. So it's just movement is like.
Well, even then, that's not entirely necessary. If you look at there's a player named Borp in Melee. He doesn't L cancel. He doesn't wave dash. He knows how to, because there's like a cursed clip of him doing really sloppy wave dashes, and it's funny.
He knows what it is, but he chooses not to utilize them.
Yeah, basically. And he does, like, he plays Sheik, he plays Fox, he plays Puff. Like, he plays high tiers. He's not, a bad player. And he was PR'd. I'm pretty sure he was, at some point in his region, like, 4th. He's beaten ToP, the Fox player, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Fox player / commentator.
Yeah, I believe it.
I think he's more of a commentator at this point.
At this point, yeah, but at the time, he was definitely a bit more active as a competitor.
I've been thinking about playing the game more often because I played it when I got it, but then I stopped playing.
What, Slayers?
Yeah, I was thinking back literally 2 days ago before the tournament. Once actually Diggy show all the announcements. Maybe I should play the game more a bit like that. I can actually commentate better. Understand what's going on, why is that happening? What's the
Well, if you want to start getting better at like looking at commentating for the game, just watch the Melee sets, honestly, because a lot of like the grounded neutral is very similar. There are some things that are a little different, like when air dash gets into play, when people start using air dash more, but it's all an extension of the same basic concepts of footsies and like cross-ups are largely the same as Melee and in other fighting games. It's just more like
Ludwig and Slime commentate.
Alright.
Say again.
I said don't watch Ludwig and Slime commentate.
Yeah, don't watch them. Like,
because those are like homie commentators, and they just like yell and scream about the game and then tell funny stories.
yeah, pretty much. Like,
I'm gonna look something about the movement and all that. I think Brand Brio is so when Brio plays Melee sometimes. I actually enjoy watching him because he just does a lot, and it's just like it just shows how much potential a Melee player can actually do with some